Another piece of advice for you foos and for anyone else listening, and I've said this multiple times, and again, this is advice I don't just Google and I bring it to you. This is something I've seen with my own eyes. When I was in Beijing, China, I had a student. Her name was Crystal. I still remember her name. She was a baker and she had to learn English for her job. She would always be the first one there at the English language center, and she would take a book and even just her notes of like her writing things, and she would sit all the way in the back of the center, and she would be there every single morning, and she would just read out loud. It was the most fascinating thing. I thought she was crazy because every morning I wake up like hi, hello, and she would read, and I can hear her from like across the entire center, and I'm putting down my book bag and I'm looking, it's like, is that Crystal again? And guess what? You know how I know her technique worked and it benefited her? I know this because I knew her for a span of 9 or 10 months actually. And we would have something called free talk. Free talk was just me. I would go sit on the couch and the students from the center could just come and hang out and talk with me. Free talk. And she would always come. Crystal would always come. And she would talk and talk and talk. And she felt so natural. It felt so natural talking to her. It was so easy to talk to her. I looked forward to talk to her. Why? Because she was so witty and she was able to respond to my questions in such a fast manner. She got so comfortable because she did it in her own free time and she would read out loud. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. So again, I'm giving you very special advice. I've talked about this before many times in my live stream, but that's just an idea, something that you guys can take into consideration if you're studying English. That's something that I saw with my own eyes based on my own professional experience that worked for someone. I hope it works for you.